It's crazy because I used to live right down this road, man. Right down this road. It's crazy. See this person walking past here? Something that's just surreal sometimes. Like, I make a left and I'm right here going back home. It's funny. Remembering the place that literally was like so surreal. Well, I'm driving back home now from the town hall at Dad's bar in Lumberton. Actually, it's so crazy. We just passed by the road that 5 minutes up that road is where my house was, where I grew up at in high school, primarily. And that's, just surreal that it's right here. Literally lived right there. And yeah, it's not unnerving. It's more of a it's very surreal. Really is. That's the best word I can use to describe that sometimes you're called upon to be at a place that you've left and moved past. Not only that, to be that close, and yeah, it brings a lot of memories to mind. Mostly bad, but some good memories. Met a lot of good people there. The one thing about town halls is that I guess people think it's supposed to be like this gigantic crowd. It's not that, man. Your town halls are generally small, very local, very tight-knit, and you get real people there. That's what I've seen. I've seen that there are real people there who did not know, something was going to happen. You get real responses, real answers, real queries from people who are engaged. It's not a staged event where it's televised and they have people in there. And honestly, I think a lot of not radio stations, but news stations, I think they put people there. They plant people there. They have people go that they're paid to go. It's not necessarily that everyone who shows up is a person that was just interested in going. They create the presence of population at town halls. Every person there, you're telling me, is a resident of each town hall you ever see? Probably not. Most likely not. I doubt it. It's funny, man. I used to come home this way, man. Nights from clubs into Philly, driving back in the opposite direction that I'm driving right now. My mother would be waiting up at night for me to come home, my brothers and I to come home, my brother and I to come home. And it's so crazy just to, have this experience. But, the town hall, it was very informative, very educational. It was good to have people who no one there knew me except for Justin, and it seems like his mom, she remembered me. And Justin and I didn't spend a lot of time at his house because literally just came there to pick him up to head out. So his mom didn't really remember me that much, but it has been 20-something years since she last even seen me. And, again, and I was just a kid then. Not like the man I am now. Something different is upon her, in front of her. So it's very interesting. And it's good also to show people sometimes that you are, friendly. You're a friend. Tonight was more about me being there for someone else, not me being there for myself. Being there for someone who's done something for me or who's been there for me. A lot of times you got friends, man, people who say they're there for you, and then they end up not being there for you. How many times I've been in business and I've asked family to help, only to be met by them being ghosts. They could not be there. They couldn't help. They couldn't do anything, man. And that sucks when you can't call upon people to really help you out in your time of need. When you're looking to grow or do something in life beyond yourself, and people just don't show up, man. They flake. They vamoose. They're out of here. And that's the part that sucks, man. That's the part that hurts. You know, it's crazy. Right now, I think we're coming up on this intersection here, man. This is crazy. My Uncle Steven, go right up this road, these apartments right here on the left that we just passed. Uncle Steven used to live right there. I stayed at those apartments with him when we moved, before we moved over back to Lumberton, the place I just passed. Right here, this street up here. You go up there, make a left, right at that light we just passed. It's crazy. And right up here on the right, after we get up a little bit further, man, damn, I used to work at this place, man. Not right here, but we're coming up on it. But it's crazy, man, just seeing it. I mean, this place right here on the left, right here, this is called, what's this place called? Fun Play or something like that? Funplex, right here. This used to be like the Rye, and this Funplex here, these used to play Laurel Falls. That's what it was called. So worked there, man. Actually, Justin and I, we actually went there one time when I was in high school. You know, they used to work there and work there over the summertime and everything, man. It was crazy. I was like 16 or 17 years old at that time, working there. It was just crazy. Surreal. Very surreal. And this place has changed, man. There are a lot more stores out here, a lot more centers.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the I-295 South ramp to Del Memorial Bridge.
Than what used to be. That's funny. And very, very different. But that's what happens when you leave a place for 20 years. You don't stay there anymore.
Use the right lane to take the I-295 South ramp. In a quarter mile, merge onto I-295 South.
It's just ridiculous how interesting this is here. Very much different when you go back to places, but that's every place. Every place is like that. Every place has changed from where you grew up. It will always change and look different if you leave and go back years later. And that's, you know what that is? When that happens,
continue on I-295 South for 13 miles.
When you leave a place, this is 295, man. Woo, I'll tell you about 295. I'm on Route 295 right now in South Jersey, heading back to Philly. And 295, boy, back in it, first of all, it's much bigger than it was when I grew up. But 295 used to get busy on this road, man. This will take you way up into North Jersey, man. Like shore, we used to go to the shore, take a 295, man. When I come back to a place that I grew up at on a random like this, and everything looks different, the only reason why it looks different is because I left. When you don't leave an area and you stay there all your life, nothing changes because you're the only thing that's changing. You're static in that place. And it's essential that you grow, you leave areas that you live in, and you grow by going outside of your natural habitat, your natural environment. It's like animals, like lions. They have to leave their pride and go search for conquest somewhere else. They can only grow by leaving the pride and finding a pride of their own, which means they have to leave their home, the lands where they have to go to a new territory. And they do that so that way the pride can be more successful, because you cannot have all the male lions in one place. And when I say that, the same thing goes for the children. You have to leave the area you grew up in order to grow. You have to. You have to leave. You leave to find new places so change could come because you are changing. Because your stimulus, that what you've done, where you've been, needs to be greater than where you have been. And that's what people are not understanding. One of the things you have to do is grow in life. And you do that by extending yourself beyond where you are currently present day right now. You do that by making home foreign to you again. I remember, because I'm in a place where my mind is taking me to, I don't want to say something I've done before, but a place that looks familiar to me. But it is not so familiar that I know exactly where I am. But the second I get there, I'm flooded with memories, thoughts, and things that have happened, even emotions of things that have happened to me before, both positive and negative. And what that simply means is that I've moved on, and I'm only feeling what I feel because I'm returning back to a time that is past, not as my present. And when I go back to my natural home environment where I'm going right now, I'm going to be more in my present state. And even now, the place that I live in currently will still not be my final place, because I'll have to move from there in order to continuously grow. And when you stop doing that, when you stop leaving and you stay at one place, that's your final place where you're going to be. And you'll see that people have never changed. They've never left. They're still in those places, and the light is gone out of them. They've essentially found a place that will be their grave. That's the same place that they experienced most of their life, will be experienced in the same place that will be their grave. And you have to evolve past that. It's beautiful and sad at the same time. I mean, now when you look at where my life has led me, I'm now doing an opener for a friend of mine who's running in a town hall, running for Congress. I've gotten as far in my life to be able to do a town hall opener, to be a host, to be there for a friend that is going to run for Congress. Whether he wins or not is irrelevant, because every person currently right now, until the election process has happened, is at the same spot. No one is guaranteed to win at all. There's a good chance he could win. To be a part of that is something special. When people see that you are a real friend, a person who can be there for them, that he can count on. Now the question is, well, once he get into office, will he tell me to kindly go to hell, or he doesn't even know it because he made it? I mean, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing it to always get something out of it. I'm doing it because it marks another level, another notch on what I've been able to accomplish, and it still started from land. The person that I went, my friend Justin, if you want to know where the connection comes at, right? When I was featured on Hulu on Dr. Delran, his show, what is that, Mindful Stress, on Hulu on RVN Network, that was Justin who connected us to. That was the same friend that I spoke for that gave me that connection. He didn't ask for anything. He just thought we needed to meet. We needed to be, in front of each other having a conversation. And that's where that led. That same friend before did something, reached out and made something happen for me where I was able to be on Hulu. How many people on a YouTube channel are regular people and can say they were on Hulu and don't have 500,000 subscribers? Very few. What I'm saying to you is that when you go out into the world and you close that door behind you, that place that you call home, and you go out far enough, when you come back, people are going to be interested in what you have to say, because they want to know what you've seen that they've never can see. They never have seen. They can only imagine from your story the things you've done are a tale to them. They're an adventure that many will never get to experience. I'm trying to motivate you because on my ride home, I'm looking at and thinking in my mind about what I've been able to accomplish. At 92,000 subscribers, just for people want to be seen, they want to be heard. And the channel is becoming something beyond what even I thought it was going to be. And just because I do land, it's opening up more opportunities for me, and you're witnessing it. You're witnessing the opportunities that are being provided to me because of who I am and how far I've come. And people want that journey to be part, they want to be part of that story. They want to be part of that adventure. I'm not a side character in people's lives. I am the main character in my own story, as you are too. But the main character in your own story means you got to create a story that needs to be heard, that needs to be talked about, that people can see, people can learn, and most of all, people can imagine. You haven't heard half of the things that I've actually lived. You only are seeing the things I currently am living and doing. But again, you should be inspired by my journey. I want you to be inspired by my journey. Even Justin watches the videos that I do.
In 2 miles, use the left 2 lanes to take exit 26 for I-76 toward I-676 Camden.
He's inspired about the videos I make. He told me before I left, he said, I feel like you're talking to me sometimes. I said, really, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself because I am in a lot of people. The way I feel about life, the way I worry about my children, the way I worry about my marriage, my accomplishment, will I fail in life? Will I get so far and it all be taken away? You yourself have felt the same way at some point in your life. Maybe you had it taken away. Maybe you got very far and you had it snatched from you. Or maybe you haven't gotten far at all, but you have desired to get that far in your life. But again, it was snatched away from you. Make sure my it's cleaned up. This will clear up in a second. And you had it snatched away, that opportunity, that chance to show, hey, I am somebody.
In half a mile, use the left 2 lanes to take exit 26 for I-76 toward I-676 Camden.
So I could be successful. I can make people proud, and you had an opportunity snatched away from you. And then you look at me and you say, hey, how is he able to do it? Because again, I never give up.
Use the left 2 lanes to take exit 26.
People say, oh, you know, your kids and my kids are my inspiration. Woo! Oh, that's just crazy. Did not know the road turns coming over this hill. That's a little bit blind. You can imagine anyone inebriated on that turn that I just made right now, this slight right. Oh man, the road disappears and it just shows you you're right going into a curve. Whoa, that's a little too fast. I have had nothing to drink other than water. I'm just trying to get home because it's late. I do have work tomorrow in the morning time. Stayed way longer than I want to. My wife called me. Are you doing okay? Which means she's concerned, but you know, I have business to attend to. And this is part of it. This is part of the journey. I have a son that just turned 2. Percival just turned 2 yesterday. We did potty training. You know, life is an adventure, man. You can be upset about life all you want. You can consider everything in your life an annoyance to your state of being, or you could try to enjoy it and understand that this is your life, whether you like it or not, and you can find joy in that life. You can absolutely find joy in that life if you want.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-76 West. Follow signs for Philadelphia, Walt Whitman Bridge.
Or you could also just say no, and you could be miserable all your life. I find joy in my children and raising them, even though it is frustrating.
Keep
it's
left to stay on I-76 West.
It is so exhausting raising children. It really is. But again, it is the joy of being a parent that I look
Continue
at.
on I-76 West for 12 miles.
And the reason why it's a joy is because it's fleeting. I don't by the time you get done being stressed out about having children, they're already grown, having their own. And now you're looking at your life through a back lens saying, I'm a grandparent now. Look at Philly. Look at Philly right there. That is Philadelphia, folks. You could complain all day, or you could find the beauty in the world. You could complain all your life, or you could see beauty just outside, just right there. Right there to the right. That's Philadelphia. That's how the city looks from the Jersey side. Try to keep that stable. As I cross over the Delaware, this is the Walt Whitman Bridge. See Philly from the right. City of Philadelphia. It's crazy. We're going to be going right past the Eagle Stadium as we get over this bridge. I mean, that's just beautiful, man. So beautiful.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Yes, you're right about that one, baby. Oh, and there it is right there. See that green and purple light over there? It's the Eagle Stadium right there, man. And you might see it right here. The green lights. That's the Phillies. They're actually playing right now, which is crazy. But that purple light over there, that's Eagles. That's the Eagle Stadium. Fly birds fly. And right over next to it, you could see is actually where the lights at the top on the left is where the Phillies are playing right now. You can see the big old. It's right past these billboards here. It's Phillies right there. That red sign. Phillies are playing right there. It's crazy. They got all three stadiums, like right next to each other, which is awesome. But my point in saying that is that you can make this life what you want it to be, but it's your choice. It's in your hands. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit back and take my life laying down, saying that it's someone else's fault because I didn't decide to take advantage of opportunity. I didn't want to make it happen. That's not it. It's not it. Not for me. I'm going to fight until the end. I'm going to fight until there's nothing left for me at all. I'm going to keep on fighting. See, there's the stadium right here to the left. See that? That's Philly Stadium. That's dope, man. Right there on the left. That's beautiful, man. Phillies are playing tonight. And what? This is the live casino right here. Live casino. Citizens Park. That's what it's called. Citizens Park. That's what the sign says over there. And you got this little, look at they playing out at night. Look at that. Looks like girls soccer. I mean, that's something, right? And the Wells Fargo Center is over there where the Sixers play, right? I just say this because it's something people need to hear. It's something people need to know. You're worth it. You are. But you can't be scared of life. You can't be scared to live your life. You can't be scared to go beyond your boundaries. You cannot be scared to try to exceed and get into these places where you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be very uncomfortable. Phil Davis, Ancestry Lands, AncestryLands.com. I'm out, folks. Get past your boundaries. Excel in life. Do something amazing. Look at this right here. Thank you. This guy did me such a solid. Don't you dare. Got a nice car, but don't do it. Don't do it. All right, here we go. Straight into Philly. Wow, look at those buildings. FMC. You see Philly? This is crazy. It's beautiful. You gotta go left. You gotta just look at that. That's beautiful. Look at Philly. Goodness gracious. This is Philly after dark, folks. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Beautiful. Look
In
at
a quarter
this.
mile, take exit 345 toward 30th Street.
Wow. Look at this.
Take exit 345.
Wow. Look at this. So cool. Yeah. Okay.
In 800 feet, merge onto Schuylkill Avenue, SR 3039.
Where in the world am I going? Jeez Louise. Oh, I know. I'm like right at work here. I don't even need these directions. You know why I don't need directions? Because I got to be here tomorrow.
In 1,000 feet, slight right onto the I-76 West ramp to Valley Forge.
Yeah, I know, buddy. Okay.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on I-76 West in 0.25 miles. You are still on the fastest route.
This is Philly. Downtown Philly. Yep. Look at us. This place is lit up. Schuylkill Yards. Might look familiar. See a lot of Ancestry Lands video on this exact same road. Yes, absolutely. This is amazing, man. Amazing. Very much amazing. A great drive, a great experience.
Have you ever wondered how some individuals amass wealth through vacant land investments? Here's your answer. We introduce the perfect solution, Getting Dollars from Dirt, a beginner's guide to vacant land investments, written by author Philip Davis Jr. and also owner of Ancestry Lands. Uncover tried and true strategies and expert advice to navigate vacant land investments, even as a novice. This book simplifies the process, offering practical steps toward financial independence. Learn to spot lucrative opportunities and boost your returns. Getting Dollars from Dirt equips you with the confidence and knowledge for wise investment decisions. Seize this incredible opportunity. Get your copy now and embark on your journey to wealth. Click the link below to order. Start building your fortune today.